Good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. And let's wake up those football gods. Wake up this morning, guys. How's everybody doing on this Thirsty Thursday? We are at the beginning of week number 6 as the Philadelphia Eagles are ready to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I got a long day before I get there. I have got to get down the country, do some work, and then get back here and prepare to live stream. But you know we're going to do everything we can to bring you the best coverage, not only on the Dallas Cowboys, but all that's happening in the NFC East. So yesterday, I actually recorded this yesterday, but my battery on my microphone, my shotgun microphone, was off. So I want to go back through it because I'm trying to understand something. I'm trying to understand because this doesn't make any sense to me. I was going through and I was looking at Bleacher Report and through Twitter and stuff, and they were talking about early award winners. You know, of course, Dak Prescott, they have a shoe-in on Comeback Player of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year. They have Micah Parsons. Then I got to Defensive Player of the Year. They have Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett is having a good season. He's got 7.5 sacks in 5 games, although I will say that 4.5 of those sacks actually came in one game against the Bears. Which you look at the Bears situation and they don't exactly have the best of quarterbacks in the offensive line. But be that as it may, I think that really Diggs, who's already gotten 6 interceptions in 5 games, should be there. But that's not the one that really got to me the most. This is one, and I know, let me preface it this, that I am a Dak Prescott Dallas Cowboy fan. I am, by definition, a homer. So I'm going to be a little shaded, and I'm not going to say that maybe Dak Prescott should be the one as opposed to Josh Allen as MVP. But I don't understand how Josh Allen should be the MVP leading right now. Let me read exactly what they say. Forgive me, it's early. It's 6 a.m. in the morning, and I've got to get ready to get on the road, so my voice is a little raspy and still haven't quite woken up. Other candidates: Kyler Murray, Justin Herbert, Dak Prescott. For the second consecutive year, Josh Allen and the Bills' offense firing on all cylinders this season. After starting last term with a 4-1 record and 16 total touchdowns, the fourth-year quarterback has his team sitting at 4-1 and responsible for 15 scores. While the 25-year-old fell off a bit down the stretch and lost out on the MVP award to red-hot Aaron Rodgers in 2020, he looks to be in control of the race this time around. Control of the race right now means you're running away with it. You follow me? Buffalo has become the team to beat thanks to Allen. The team played a rather soft schedule over the first month of the campaign, but the quarterback of the Bills silenced doubters with a dominant 38-20 victory over Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium Sunday night. Allen even had the NFL version of the Heisman moment during that game, facing a 3rd and 4 in a fourth quarter with Kansas City still in striking distance. The quarterback scrambled to his left, hurdled over cornerback Lavarius Sneed to move the chains. The Wyoming product hurdled was the highlight in a contest where he completed only 15 passes, but still racked up 315 yards in a trio of touchdowns without taking a sack or committing a turnover. Arguments could be made for Murray, Prescott, and Herbert to be crowned MVP, but none has been as impactful for the teams as Allen. If he can keep it up for 12 more games, he'll be celebrating his first MVP award. Now, you call this haterade, but, you know, you talk about, you know, the big win Kansas City. Sorry, but the Kansas City Chiefs are not that team. They're 2-3. In fact, if you look at the Bills' schedule, let's take a look at this. Against the Steelers, they lost 23-16. You only scored 16 points against the Steelers. The Steelers are awful. You blew the doors off of the Dolphins. You beat Washington, okay? But are we looking and saying that those are good teams? You destroyed the Texans. The Texans, guys. And then the win over the Kansas City Chiefs. Not one team on there has more than 2 wins. So I'm looking at that schedule, and, yeah, that's been a cakewalk. Like I said, the Chiefs and going against Pat Mahomes and all that. But when you talk about the Chiefs, you scored 38 points against the Chiefs. The Eagles scored 30 against that same Chiefs defense. So you're telling me that your offense is only 8 points better than the Eagles? Okay. When I try and tell you guys stuff, but I like to at least have some numbers to back up the argument I have, okay? As opposed to Adam Schefter, who just kind of takes conjecture and just kind of comes up with a conclusion and runs it by the team officials before he sticks it out there. I like to at least look at the numbers and say, here's the reason why I came up to this conclusion. Let's look at some of the categories for quarterbacks right now. Now, we're talking about he's got them rolling and they're 4-1. Well, take a look at Kyler Murray and the Cardinals, who are 5-0. Clearly, Kyler Murray is more impactful on his team than Josh Allen is on his. And I could go through and say, look at the difference Dak Prescott makes for the Cowboys versus last year when they didn't have him. When they lost Dak Prescott, they lost about 11 points a game, and they lost most of the games, too, without him. But be that as it may, first category, yardage, okay? Tom Brady was 1,767 yards. Derek Carr, 1,600. Matthew Stafford, 1,587. Justin Herbert, 1,579. Lamar Jackson, passing yards, 1,519. Kyler Murray, 1,512. Pat Mahomes, 1,490. Kirk Cousins, 1,396. We don't get to number 9 before we see Josh Allen at 1,370. So he's not passing for the most yards. TDs, Pat Mahomes, 16. Tom Brady, 15. Justin Herbert, 13, tied with Dak Prescott for third. Matthew Stafford at 12, tied with Jameis Winston and Josh Allen. Okay. Yard average. Okay. This is how far, of course, you're throwing the ball down the field on average. Russell Wilson, 9.6. Matthew Stafford, 9.2. Kyler Murray, 9.2. Lamar Jackson, 9.1. Joe Burrow, 8.8. Baker Mayfield, 8.6. Dak Prescott, 8.3. Daniel Jones, 8.2. Tom Brady, 7.9. Teddy Bridgewater, 7.9. Derek Carr, 7.8. Jimmy Garoppolo, 7.8. Jameis Winston, 7.7. Pat Mahomes, 7.6. Justin Herbert, 7.6. Aaron Rodgers, 7.6. Tyler Heineke, 7.6. Carson Wentz, 7.6. And then you get all the way down to Josh Allen at 19, 7.5. Dinking and dunking. Dinking and dunking. He's dinking and dunking down the field. Okay. I know you're going to say, but you know what, Mark? Come on. It's a ball control offense. Now, okay. So since they're not risking the biscuit really far down the field, then his completion percentage must be one of the best in the NFL, because the farther you go down the field, the harder it is to complete passes. So let's look at completion percentage. Kyler Murray, 75.2, which is an NFL record. Followed by Dak, little old Dak, 73.9. Russell Wilson, 72. Joe Burrow, 71.7. Mac Jones, 71.1. Teddy Bridgewater, 69.8. Kirk Cousins, 69.6. Pat Mahomes, 69.2. Matty Ice, 69.1. Matthew Stafford, 68. Lamar Jackson, 67.1. Justin Herbert, 67.1. Baker Mayfield, 66.9. Jared Goff, 66.8. Tom Brady, 66.2. Jimmy G, 66.1. Aaron Rodgers, 65.6. Sam Darnold, 65.6. Carson Wentz, 65.3. Jacoby Brissett, 65.2. Jalen Hurts, 64.8. Daniel Jones, 64.3. Tyler Heineke, 64.2. Derek Carr, 63.9. Ryan Tannehill, 63.6. Ben Roethlisberger, 63.6. And then at 27th is where you finally get to Josh Allen. He's not in the top 5 in a single category. Not a single one. They don't have the best record in football. And he's not top in yardage, certainly not in yard average, not in TDs. And they don't have the best record. So I'm trying to understand. Josh Allen as the MVP? What is it that Josh Allen is doing that Dak Prescott's not? What is it that Josh Allen is doing that Kyler Murray is not? What is it that Josh Allen is doing that Tom Brady's not? What is it that Josh Allen is doing that Justin Herbert isn't? Because I still do not see it. Not anywhere close. But then again, what do I know? I'm a guy with a day job, a voodoo doll who's up at 6 a.m. because I got to go to my day job. But as always, you know we're going to do the best we can to keep you up to speed with everything that is the Dallas Cowboys. I'm Mark Holmes, and I'll see you soon.
Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe for the Sports Report.